welcome live from Bayside Bowl's 15th anniversary. I am King Ding Dong. You are watching the Striking Oil Bowling Show live on Facebook, live on our Striking Oil Bowling Show YouTube channel, and live on our Striking Oil Bowling Show Twitch stream. Thank you for joining us here. We are here for the 2025 Maine Beer Company 4K. Maine Beer Company, do what's right. Big thanks to them for sponsoring the tournament this weekend. This is the 2025 Maine Beer Company 4K live from Bayside Bowl's 15th anniversary. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Maine Beer Company, do what's right. Let's give some thanks to our other sponsors here for this event at the Striking Oil Bowling Show. Bayside Bowl, Charlie Mitchell and his staff here, Bayside Bowl, Broadway Bowl. Also, Striking Oil Bowling Pro Shop, sponsor of the Striking Oil Bowling Show. Thank you to them. Thank you to Brunswick Bowling for providing the ball to the boys at staff price to be raffled. The track Paragon Shadow will be given away this weekend to a lucky winner. And thank you to Bowler Builders Pro Shop, providing free drilling for that ball live right here at Bayside Bowl and at our location, their location at Just in Time Recreation in Lewiston. Check them out there. So thank you to all those sponsors and all of you people at home watching. Like, subscribe, share. You will have QDD here. You will have Tommy Guns is offering to sit in, and you will have our newest host, Bass to Mouth, will be checking in here and there as well.
First off, we want to congratulate the Mouth Sauce, Green and Tommy Guns on guaranteeing themselves a spot in tomorrow's top 16.
Tommy Guns, yeah, he's already got a spot, but he wants to hang out and watch. Why not?
This clock here. 23 bowlers.
Yeah.
He wants some smash burgers from the smash burger truck.
The kitchen's not open.
Yeah, but so did you hear the taco truck is turning into a smash burger truck today?
Yeah, she mentioned that.
So yeah, all sorts of live shows today. So get tickets to that at BaysideBowl.com.
Go to 13 and 14, 9, 10, 19, and 20 are out of play. Make sure you fill out your score sheets. They will be coming around very shortly. Roof is open at 1. After this event, this bowling center inside is closed to the public unless you have tickets. Please see Charlie if you would like tickets. The roof is open for everyone. Please enjoy a beverage. And good luck with good bowling.
Good for tonight? Oh. Hey, Splinter, can we start practice? Practice format.
All right.
You guys are alive.
Provide some insight to this disaster that we're bowling on. So, yeah. Oh, I have plenty of things to say about this pattern. pulling on and any of you remember that is the pattern that Walter beat Barnes in the finals.
No, Simonelli.
The 2010?
Yeah.
No, 2010 was the year he beat shot 290 against Barnes. He beat Simonelli was the semifinals. Pretty sure.
That's the pattern.
They threw it. Yeah.
That's what we got at least.
Yeah, he shot 290 as a title match. He threw the blue ball like straight up 7.
The last time I Googled it, it said Simonelli.
He beat Simonelli in the semifinals. Yeah. Barnes was the top seed. He shot 290 against him.
Hard to beat that, though.
That was Walter's last title.
Really?
Yeah. He was still real. He won Player of the Year that year, but that's when he started getting arthritis in his hand. So he made a couple of shows after that. He made actually the title match for the Shark, who lost to LeBroy. Like that was a couple of years later. But yeah, he kind of his competitiveness on the main tour went downhill after that because he had trouble holding on to the ball, and he had put so much reverse in his fingers. He didn't have a ton of hand to begin with, but he had nothing after that. So this pattern, 39 feet, extremely sensitive. You can play up the lane. You can get in. You can play some different angles, but you have to be very, very precise with your launch angles and really all of the ball.
This is when I Googled it earlier. It said I just Googled it now. It said Barnes.
Yeah, it was Barnes with the 1 seed.
It said Simonelli.
Yeah, that is. Well, there's AI for you.
I should have done Google.
So you're probably going to see a lot of people playing out start. Steep angles to the front were pretty much just not in play. Couldn't do it. Because throwing it away from the head pin, the ball they were too tight. The ball would never see friction, and doing that sort of thing pretty much led to a washout or some kind of a 1-2 combination, 1-2, 1-2-4, 4-8, something like that. Urethane was okay, the pattern stretched extremely fast. And it played a lot like flat in the sense that your ball dynamics had to be extremely on point. Hit up on it, the ball gets off the leg. You spin it, it never sees it. So it was definitely a test demanded execution of all items. And also demanded making good equipment choices and all the pairs seem to play different. I know when I was bowling, I threw pretty much my entire bag because every pair was so much different. I threw 5 different balls across 4 games. And yeah, it was completely necessary. It was very, very difficult. So it'll be interesting to see how the scoring pace looks like on this squad after the reoil. Typically, what you tend to see after reoils is the lanes start getting tighter down lane. They get tighter in the mids, which would even further exacerbate the speed sensitivity of the shot. We've also seen in this house where the front panels hook a lot, where they actually start getting easier after reoils because the ball doesn't want to get offline or slow down from part of the lane as much. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops as the bowlers start throwing some shots here. Right. So there, it looks like they're done practice, and we are going. Let's see what kind of lines bowlers are playing in this squad. Interesting to see what Joe got his first shot. Gonna do. Looks like he's going to the asylum. Go-to sort of benchmark symmetrical piece that he likes. This is urethane. I got ding dong. Ding dong going with sensor solid. That's ring 10, but that's good ball reaction. The shape that his ball made going down the lane, that's extremely stable, looks very controllable. That is what you want on this pattern. Keep it in play and make spares. If you can do that, you'll get in the top 3. No one's going to run away from it unless you're Mallory. Good spare by Levi. Definitely, early on, I liked his ball reaction more than anyone else. A sensor solid.
Oh!
See what Joe does on
Oh!
lane 2.
And
Lane,
then there's that.
see if Joe can get this back to the pocket on lane 2. Yeah, see, that's the concern.
That shit goes carrying on the other side. That's carrying right now. That line's carrying.
Yeah, the front, because the front
How
panel,
different.
yeah, the front panel's so much more over there.
Yeah.
And the tendency is to want to get right because there's typically play there in this house,
Yeah.
and there was some play out over there. I didn't find it on this side. To me, it just felt way too sensitive. Way too sensitive. Alright, good spare from Joe there. Arturo, yeah, the difference, like, if you have 450
Yeah.
off your hand, like, yeah, there's going to be shade. It's, so Arturo's going to be able to shape it from out.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Christian, he, in the satellite tournament, I was crossing with him, he shot 240.
234 game 1.
No, today he did.
Yeah.
I mean, last third.
During the sweeper. I heard he was really good there.
In the sweeper, yeah, he shot 240 game 1. This morning he shot 234 game 1.
Yep.
And so in the effector, and he's got a really good ball reaction. All of his games, but on the satellite, he shot a $130 game 2, and today he shot like a $160 or something like that. So the question for him is, how does he manage the transition? Because his game 1 ball reaction has been as good as anybody in the building.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does. He'll be on 7 and 8 game 2, but that line, 10-ish at the break point, is sort of where you want to be. If you can get there and you can get the ball to kind of stand up and be stable, that is where There you go. See Phil right there. That's a good line. I think he can maybe be a little bit more aggressive with the speed too. Kevin's throwing. That almost looks like an alpha cross. But Kevin's really good at pointing it off the lip, so he's somebody I would suspect when he gets settled in could definitely have some success on this. Ooh, not on that one. Oh, baby, that you don't want to do that on a double. Alright, let's see how the sensor solid looks on lane 6. I crossed lane 5 and 6, but it was game 3, so they were a lot different than I'm sure how they're playing now. Pretty good line. Yeah, that's a good shape though. It's 10 pin, but you know, whatever. If you're hitting the pocket consistently,
Yeah.
then you have a good ball
If you don't
reaction.
give up the pocket, you're good.
Yeah. Like, so it doesn't. There were some big games thrown, but with the exception of Mallory, you didn't really see the same people throwing big games. So everybody.
Like, I know after game 2, first round, there were only 2 people who had thrown 200 for game 1 and 2.
Yeah,
that was
doesn't-
Mallory and Nino, and that's it. Everyone
Yeah.
else didn't. So,
Right.
yeah, not a lot of big.
It is very hard to be consistent. You
Yeah.
couldn't, because that was a little right.
Oh,
See that?
come back.
Yeah, see that's
Oh, less than 10 minutes.
good. That's fine.
Yeah.
If you miss right and you have 10, you're in the right ball in the right part of the lane
Yeah.
for sure. Because when I missed right, I got 6. A lot of 9.
Yeah, lots of 9. Oh, like that?
Yeah, so that to me wasn't right. I think he really can't miss right because he's laying it down so close to the gutter.
Yeah.
But that one to me looked like he thumbed it a little bit, so I just didn't really see it. But a bucket is better than a 210. Everyone's gonna have to make some tricky spares rather than be makeables.
Better off they together.
And I started in urethane, so the transitions were going to be different. But to me, the pattern stretched very quickly.
Yeah. All right.
Make it good
Good
spare.
job.
Good spare on the bucket. That didn't look like a good shot, Kevin. Okay, well, there's 2 Trevors on 3 and 4, so both, okay. So I was gonna say the two-handed Trevor. No, no, they're both two-handed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. Shit.
They're both two-handed. They used to be one-handed without their thumbs.
Right. One thing with gloves is better.
Yes.
There's the difference. Oh shit. Oh, that was bad.
No, ese sí lo tengo, pero ya le cambió. Pero tiene varios.
Beautiful shot right there. Corey on lane 2. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, beautiful shot. Yeah, Christian has the berries game 1. I just thought you pulled really well last squad. You were close. Oh, that's not coming back. And that was, you kind of see it from Joe. If you throw it away from the head pin, there's no, there wasn't that if you get it to 1, the ball will see it and bounce off of it. That didn't exist. Extremely tight. Your angles had to be very precise. Your launch angle had to be very precise. You could do it from different laydown spots, but your ball had, the launch angles were very, very critical. And I think that's why Mallory probably had so much success, because she's so good at getting as far right as her ball reaction will allow her to see friction, and then because she's good at playing that part of the lane when it allows her to play there, her launch angle is always going to be the same, because she can't, good bid, she physically can't throw it away from the head pin without getting 0. And I think that's why she completely lapped the field in the first block. We'll see if anybody else can find that kind of consistent shape in this squad. Yeah. Pretty good recovery off dumping it after a double.
Oh,
Yo,
that was a good shot too.
I did the same fucking thing game 3. I upper decker to 7 on a double, in between 2 doubles.
Jeez.
And I flagged the 7s. I lost 33 pins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, my spare shooting was atrocious.
Well, it's good enough to get you in this one.
Yeah, I mean,
so there's that.
Yeah, good enough is the appropriate vernacular, I think. Because it wasn't good. Great spare by Christian there. Really, I mean, floor 7, but that's a good shot and that's a good shape. More importantly, that's a workable shape. The buck 9 is a good score because I mean, we'll see how the numbers play out as the block progresses. But probably around even is if you're around even, you're going to be at least close to the number. Mallory, do you have these? Do you have all that on coffee pasta or something? Oh, you have a macro? Ah, yeah. It really doesn't take much to miss the head from left. Typically, misses left. If you hit real big scores over there. Are there a lot of them, or is it just a couple of people?
Or maybe might hit 2.
Okay.
But considering the limited amount of people,
Yeah.
like that's a decent number.
Yeah, that's true. Oh wow, that's a huge miss. 201, good score, just not the way you want to shoot 200. Levi with 2-0, most likely 4 here. Looks maybe 4-7. I can't believe.
Yeah.
204, very solid start. I like his look. He needs to just stay patient and realize that's dude. It's fine. Like you have as good a ball reaction as anybody in here. Just it doesn't matter, dude. Like it doesn't matter because nobody is gonna consistently shoot 201 190. Like if you stay there and you live there, you'll be in the top 3. I highly doubt. Yeah. So I mean, like, it's gonna happen because
There's more shape over there.
there's not gonna be 4, 5, 6 baggers thrown left and right. Like, no, yeah, well, yeah, but Troy beat.
Yeah.
But think about it. Troy carried everything and he beat you by a stick. Like your ball reaction is good. Like it's stable.
Yeah.
You're
Just
fine.
stick with it.
Just you can be there. This shot, the scoring pace, will allow you to be patient. You know what I mean? One person shot plus the first game, the first squad. So, and you're plus. So you're doing good.
Yeah.
I'd have taken 204 game. I shot a $170.
Game 1.
Yeah. I missed a 3-pin by like 2 pins. Ooh, rough game for Joe. Fucking 6 most likely. He's already out of the asylum. I don't know what that is.
There we go.
Look how Joe throwing. He was on the asylum. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would have too if I was going 100 over. You should have seen. I shot $171. I three pinned in the 10th frame, and I mi-
Oh, how'd you do? I fucking think I re-injured my arm. I shot a 80 and I'm leaving.
shot 80.
I might go to the. Is that on my I might go to the hospital or put care to get some meds.
Jesus Christ!
I shouldn't have bowled, but I wanted to try. So hopefully, yeah. It's a fucking stupid idea.
That sucks. I'm sorry,
I'm
dude.
not going to be able to bowl probably for the rest of the season.
Well, I mean, that's if there's such thing as a good time to be injured. Like, I also kind of got lucky where I only had to miss the December tournament because where I was injured between our leagues more or less, and then just like the last 2 weeks of draft league, but I didn't really.
I couldn't even concentrate. This from here, here, down to here.
It's your right side.
It's my right side. It's like old. I think it's an old jiu-jitsu injury that I had, and then it just like kept coming back up.
Does it feel like muscles or nerves?
No, I feel both.
Yeah.
Like last night, it was like coming from like down, rotating in between. I had searing pain in my tricep.
Jesus.
We'll see, dude. I'm not gonna fucking re-injure it to shoot average 100. So,
Yeah.
by the way, that you're right. It's super fucking hard.
Yeah. How many frames did you bowl?
I bowled the whole 10.
You shot 80?
Yeah, I didn't just chuck it.
Oh, okay.
All right, see you, dude.
Yeah. Really wanted to. Alright, still waiting on down 3. Oh, baby.
But they're not going to
Right. Let's see.
Yeah, fill them out. Yo.
The standings up. Okay, that's what I was just about to do.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull them up here. Current standings. What is it? 12 p.m. Saturday. Wait,
There you
what?
go. So now we go here, and then we can add it to the stage,
Oh, beautiful.
and then you can show the people while we go here and talk.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Beautiful. All right.
I was like, oh crap, the standing's probably up. I should go show Guns how to do this. Scores? Jeez, I mean,
Yeah, consistent. I mean, that's not terribly surprising. All right, so I'm gonna 17. We only had 17. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna run down the scores. I'll advance. I'll start top to bottom because it's a long list. So, leading is El Nino Arturo, 214. Corey Lagner, 213. Zach Thompson, who he's a re-entry, both in the first block. Actually,
So is Corey.
so is Arturo.
Yep.
Yeah, so which makes sense.
So is Splinter.
Top three were all re-entries, so they've seen the pattern.
Yep.
Mass Splinter, Jimmy, plus 10. Troy plus 5. Levi.
I figure he's gonna find it.
Yeah, Levi and Sean, Blue Bear plus 4. Christian plus 1. Kevin minus 5. Gator, I think that's Glove Trevor.
That's Glove Trevor.
Yeah, minus 9. Nate, minus 15. Okay, pretty good. He struggled bad game 1. I crossed with him the first block. He was getting pretty crisscrossed with his angles. So $1.85, that's a much better start. Jerk minus 21, Charlie minus 21. Phil, no glove, Trevor minus 23. Ooh, Joe minus 32. $1.65 for Joe. Yeah, he looked like he got himself absolutely trapped on lane 2, where he tried to get it up the lane, and there just wasn't enough friction to the right to give him any miss room. So you throw it straight at the lane, but if you get it going right, the ball never sees friction, and it's either a washout or a 1-2 combination. Kind of the same thing I mentioned earlier. And you're not completely on the gutter. You're a little bit in. Your lay down spot is more like 8-10-ish. So if you miss left, there's never hold because you're throwing it. You're pointing it at the pocket. The ball's just never going to stay on line. So it looked like towards the end he got out of the asylum and moved in and tried to throw it to that spot, which I think he can get lined up. I think that will serve him well. So 165, he's not out of it. I mean, I shot a $1.71.
Right.
No one's going to run away with it.
There you go.
If they're taking 3 guaranteed, like the number it's not just going to run away. Like it's not to see the number being plus 50 or anything like that. So 160 is still in it.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Voltron is.
He was the third one bowling with him.
Oh, okay.
And
Right. I wasn't really paying attention.
I don't know a real name. That's all.
Yeah. And
And
then
I only know that because I did this once.
then Joe had to withdraw. He just left 82.
Back to the end.
Okay, you just keep going. Yeah, that's right. Hey. It was worth and I put that late night.
So
Just keep
the
going.
thing about this is no one is going to run away with it. So everybody, except I didn't see the guy who shot 140. But I know Joe at 160 is definitely not out of it. He's not out of an automatic spot. Him and Arturo are arguably the 2 best bowlers in the squad. So I've known Joe long enough to know that he has the physical and mental game to jump back in the number. Brutal 7-10 there for Corey. Almost caved him in there. No lane 3. Oh, that looked weird. Alright, let's do lane 5 here. Oh no, he's staying out. Oh yeah. Really good ball change from Joe. You see that ball kind of see it actually stand up a little bit. Saw the mid lane. Much rounder, much smoother. Kind of blended out that tightness near the gutter. Oh, that's... And, yeah, we saw in lane 6 there. Blue Bear. Just those misses right. Forget it. Never coming back. That's split. Yeah, that's split. Oh, good bid. Good bid by Sean there. A little bit of a wrap piece. Yeah, Larry looks confused, but I'm not sure what he's confused about. That looked out to me. It looked out and fast. Ooh. Oh yeah, 4-bagger. Yeah, Joe looks like he's found a nice little spot there. He's out with a stronger ball that's giving him a little bit more. I can tell that he sees the picture now. And yeah, that's bad for the rest of the field. Oh, Corey, what got the lily out? What got the lily out? I said, what got the lily out? That was a squasher. Uh-oh. Yeah, can't do that. If you're out and you missed right early, it's never going to sequence. Ooh, that's in. That might be Brooklyn. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. Everyone's going to have a couple of those, so no shame there. Oh, 5 and 6 looks very gettable. Like, there were some good scores game 1. And pretty decent ball reaction. It looks like the mid lane seems less tight on that pair than the others. Brooklyn?
It's like all the back with me. It's a great.
Beautiful shot by Clausen.
It's nice that like trying to roll off. Like,
Oh, so I don't think all the scores were in there. Game one. Oh no, okay, all the scores weren't in game one. I was gonna say, I thought there was... Oh, so okay, Larry's actually leading. Shot 216. Boston shot 202. There's the other ones. There's some lower scores. Okay, let's say we have the rest. 23 bowlers. So Larry is leading after game one with 216. He was shot on lane 2 last time, missed the head pin. He looked a little bit confused. We'll see if he makes the adjustment. He has bowled here, but I don't know how familiar he is with lane 1 and 2, and how lane 1 always hooks a lot more than 2. I think he made the right move by going left, and squaring up, but I think he underestimated just how much more lane 1 hooks than 2. Leaves himself with a 5-9, should be a pretty routine spare for a lefty. Good spare. Spare like that is actually really it's good to shoot at too because it gives you information. Yeah, Joe's dialed. Joe's dialed now. He's in the right ball and he sees the picture. Joe, what ball is that? Oh, okay.
You want me to touch my
It took 4 years.
It's a ball, I had it wrong.
But all of a sudden she struck out. It was never
Oh, that's left. Or not left, right. Just a 2-pin for Larry. That's a good 9 right there. We take that. Oh, Joe looking for an 8-bagger. Those did not grow on trees today. Oh, trip 4 for an 8-bagger. Yeah, he's got the berries on this pair, that's for sure. Came over here and mentioned that he stone 8'd in the first frame, so. One bad shot, the runaway Brooklyn. He easily could have the front 9 right now. You're throwing the purple? Yeah. Did you throw it all 4 games last block? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah, barely. Soft down there on lane 4. All right, 10th frame. Joe looking for a potential 290. He's in the 260s right now. Oh, and I don't know if that looks a little bit upset. I guess maybe that was bad off his hand. If I had to guess, he probably short-armed it and maybe hit up on it a little bit. But directionally, it looked really good to me. But spare 610, relatively easy spare. Put him in the 260s. I mean, that will for sure get him back in the number. I mean, he'll leapfrog pretty much where we get to. All right. 268 minus 35. I mean, he'll be around plus 30. And that will probably leapfrog maybe everybody, actually. I don't know how the scores are on the other side. He'll certainly be in the top 3. Almost definitely. I think 68 minus 35 would be plus 33 if he strikes here. He's going to jump Larry, so. Who knows how some of the other leaders did game 2. Beautiful shot by Larry. 190 max. Pretty good. Clausen on lane 2 can double to get into 220s after 2 teams game 1. That would put him right around where Joe is. Beautiful shot right there. Big double. Beautiful shot. And he's oh, nobody wants to shoot that. All right, Larry with a 187. That's not a bad game. Like, he's fine. He's still plus. Like, he's right in it. Good shot by Mike right there. You don't have to miss by much. You hit up on it just a little bit, and the ball doesn't feed to the spot. It just wants to stand up. So easy to 4-pin. You don't even have to miss your mark. You just have to gnaw on it a little too hard. But clean, likely 218 for Mike. That's a very, very good game. 218, great game for Mike. He'll be in great shape after 2. Mike, did you hit up on it? You only have to do it a little bit, and it stands up on you. It just doesn't. It just. It's crazy. It's so sensitive. I know. It gets offline so fast. Yeah.
All right, we got some new bowlers over here this game. So all the people who had their first two games on the west or east side, rather, are going to be bowling their final two over here. See what Mike does on lane 6. Oh, he's going up to shoot. Good shot. That's good. That's a good ball reaction. It's very workable. Soft 7. That's fine. Oh, shit, lane 3 and 4 is. Oh, they're so far behind. Is there a breakdown? Did I miss a breakdown?
You said with your eyes. Stop.
That's not perfect here.
All you got to do is beat one guy.
All right.
I did. That's why they don't reach.
Oh. Eight bowlers plus. Yeah, see. Just a little bit left for Mike. Those misses left are punishing sometimes. The ball just doesn't seem to want to stay online. Oh shit! Look who it is. You want to join the commentary booth?
Sure.
Did I tell you who's calling?
Facebook?
I think so. I don't know what. What do they stream on? Is it Facebook? Yeah.
Huh. I wish. Yeah, I could have shared it.
I see you've got the actual commissioner in the booth.
That's right.
So,
How are you? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Well, probably we're in the same place. I don't. I'm just close to the 15th anniversary of Bayside. Amazing. Done everything right.
You got the right idea?
Yes.
well, you could just tell them stories. And I'll let you talk to the actual commissioner, not Hungus.
All right. So everybody who's kind of actually relevant. I have scores for. Well, I mean, you know. All right. So Levi, 230. So he took my advice. Plus 34 leading. Joe with the 266 up to plus 31. Good ball change. Got out of the asylum. Clausen, as we see on ring 5 and 6, he'll go on the purple hammer. Plus 20s in third.
I hear you on mic.
How are you?
Yeah, nice shot by Clausen. See, they on lane 5 got it up the lane and it broke off and split. Keeps it on line with purple hammer. Jimmy 206 and 4 plus 16. Then we get a Troy plus 5, Kevin plus 5, Larry with a 187 plus 3, Corey with a $190 at plus 3, Nate Boosby a minus 6, and Trevor with minus 9. And then a big group between 25 and 46. Scores are a little bit higher. If I had to guess, it probably is not because of the re-oil, but because there are some re-entries from the first block who see the picture a little bit better earlier on than we had this morning. They are bowling on. You know what they're bowling on? It's the 2010 Masters match.
Oh yeah,
the one that Walter shot 290 in the final against Barnes.
I did hear that. Yeah. Barnes actually, if I remember right, he was undefeated that week.
He led the tournament. Walter beat Simonelli in the semis, I believe, and then just curb stomped.
The Masters is the one that Barnes wants more than any other.
Yeah, well, he led it 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Kind of deserved it.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Worst joke I ever made in my life was I was driving from Syracuse, New York to Maine with Chris Barnes and Andrew Anderson. And Andrew Anderson had won the Masters earlier that day. It was 2018.
2018, yep.
So we're driving in a snowstorm, and it was like one of the worst nights a guy like Andrew Anderson could have. He won the Masters, but all he could do is sit in a car, drive in a snowstorm, get a flat tire. I mean, it wasn't very fun for what he should have been doing. So I asked Barnes, hey, what did you do when you won the Masters?
Oh, no.
Barnes doesn't swear, but he swore at me.
That's a great story.
Buff State. I bowled against Erie. Yeah. Brett Angelo was. Bye. Newman. I was bowling against Newman. Yeah, 80, 88, 89, 90. Yeah. Mike Newman was. I bowled league with him. Did you? Oh wow.
Whoa. All the fingers in that one.
God, he could play pool too.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. Do everything.
Well, 3 and 4 is finally done their second game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what took that pair so long to finish, but
Well, it looks like there wasn't many strikes.
no, there wasn't a lot of strikes, but jeez.
Maybe there's somebody who needs to be on a shot clock.
Yeah.
You only give him 25 seconds in the PBA.
You know, a shot clock might be preferable when you're half a game behind the rest of the field with 2 or 3 person pairs.
You know, I actually don't mind when people give courtesy, and sometimes even more courtesy than necessary, because I don't like to walk up on somebody, and I don't like
Yes.
to. I don't, you know, but sometimes those same people also take a lot of time on the approach. And what you really are looking for is, okay, you're going to wait till you go, but when you go.
Yeah, right.
Don't stand there and stare at your mark for 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's probably if you want to have a process and you want to make sure you stick to your process, but if your process involves being on the approach that long, it's probably not going to help. You're probably not allowing your mental game to help your physical game in any meaningful way at that point.
Yeah. Sometimes you wonder if they're just up there debating themselves and getting themselves in the right mindset.
I tell people, I say, do all your thinking back here. That way you know what you're going to do. That way you get on the approach, go through your process, but you know and you're committed to whatever you go through your find your picture, go through your process, but you have to stand there and think about what you're doing. It's probably not going to go well.
You know, it's funny because he's the best bowler in this field, and he just missed the tournament. But the best bowler in this field is Arturo, and you know, we're talking about fast or slow play. He's actually slow. He's one of the slower PBA players.
He's slow.
He's determined though.
He's methodical.
He's not boring. Like
No.
there's some people who are slow that seem longer. Arturo doesn't seem long because he's a compelling figure. Like you almost want to watch him. You know?
Yeah, Arturo's very methodical, and he does the same thing every time. But he's also somebody that when it's
he's ready.
You're not waiting.
You're right. That's a good point.
And that matters.
Yeah, he's there. He's there to do one thing, and that's bowl. This guy loves bowling. That's what he is.
Yeah. Really, really good guy. Very well liked around here.
Is he giving lessons?
He moved to Texas, I believe.
Oh, he left.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he's back here for this tournament. I actually didn't know he was rolling.
I didn't know he left. I didn't know.
I believe he moved to Texas. I could be wrong. But yeah, he did leave Maine. Maybe about a month ago. But $100 for, you know, possibility of winning $4,000 is pretty good. Sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm here because it's the 15th anniversary.
Yeah.
Bayside Bowl.
Good enough. I don't know what time match. I know there's another qualifying block tomorrow at 9. So I'm guessing match play won't start till about noon. So I have some time because they have some shows tonight. But I also don't want to be too compromised by the time I have to bowl match play tomorrow. So
But you're already in? You're already locked in.
yeah.
I know Nate's coming tomorrow. Birches. He was a rookie of the year in the PBA. Yeah, I was with him in Baton Rouge last week for the USBC Open.
Yep, we're going next weekend.
Are you going next week?
Yeah, with Brian Pinnell's group.
Does Charlie go?
No.
Anymore? He came with us one year.
He went with you guys. He's not going with our group. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I like bowling at a tournament. I've been like mid-1900s the last couple of years.
Nice.
Which is decent.
I quit it last year was my last, unless something crazy happened. But I was so tired of bowling so bad. I can't bowl bad and enjoy it like other people can.
Me neither.
And but my son bowls, and so I went and watched him. He shot about 1800. He had 6-0. He had 16. His best block was team, and everybody else is worse.
If you have a good companion team and bowlers who are patient and know how to break the pair down correctly, you can throw some big games in teams. Like brutal. Stone 8.
Well, he's the second best bowler in the
Jimmy? No. No. Joe.
Where's Joe?
Joe's
Joe?
Joe's on the other side. He's the best bowler.
Sounds like I need to get to know somebody.
Joe and I don't bowl a lot of. We bowl some Nebas, not a ton, and it's hard to get to regionals being up here because it's a commitment.
Yeah.
A lot of them, down in some in Virginia, like the Bolero down there in New York. It's just such a big time sink that we don't bowl a ton of tournaments outside of Maine or New
So
Hampshire.
we don't get to know him. You're right.
Yeah. But Joe he's the best bowler.
What's his last name?
Coulter. So are you familiar with the High Hopes tournament run out of Strikers East?
I don't think so.
It's get a pretty good field down there. He's won that. I believe the year that I think it was 2018 because it was the year that they held the Masters and the Open at Syracuse. Really tough that year. Joe was, I think, 20th in the Open all events.
Right.
So he can bowl.
Okay.
He knows what he's doing. And he shot 260 game 2.
Charlie came to bowl the PBA LBC his first year, and I think his first game he had like front 8 or something like that.
Yeah, he made sure to take a picture and post it.
Maybe it was front 10. But Liz Johnson was bowling with him.
Yeah.
She did shoot 300. I think.
That was last year, right?
Was it maybe? No, I think it was 2 years.
2 years ago. Yeah, that's
In Milwaukee. Well, that guy throws a good ball on 2.
Yeah, Zach. Yeah, he bowled the he re-entered after the first block. And he had a pretty good game, 2 teams on lane 7 and 8. Mallory, I don't know if you're
Yes, I know
familiar with that. She lapped the field.
She's a real bowler.
She shot 100 over. And the scoring pace is really low because, and you see with Arturo's ball, how lazy it was down lane. Typically in this house, and you see it a lot over there, but it's even on this side where the front panels are a little bit cleaner. The gutter is typically in play. You can typically play up the lane until the fronts go, and then you can chase it in. But even on patterns with a lot of volume, because the front panels are so aggressive, you can usually find a way to keep, kind of get it going up the lane and use the friction on the gutter. That's really not there. So they're really, if you're playing up the lane, the misses out or just haven't been there. So you get in, but as you move further left, your launch angle integrity has to be a lot more precise. So they're very speed sensitive. It's easy to get trapped. And you saw with Mike there on lane 6, where he just break point's the same. Lay down spot's a little bit further left, gets the ball going right, never sees it 210s. And that's what made the scoring pace so low, is all the ball dynamics have to be extremely precise. And the transitions were very tricky. So you didn't see the same, other than Mallory, you didn't see the same bowlers shooting big games. Nice shot by Mike. Picking the 210. So, but because the lanes are tight, you saw a lot of people make bad ball decisions by going to stuff that's too quick, and it made the lanes feel a lot more sensitive. So the people who did well, you saw them throwing slower equipment and just being patient.
Well, it sounds like a similar dynamic that the PBA has a lot, and that's why people kind of fall back to urethane, so that they don't have to make that decision, can keep things in front of them,
Right.
Stay consistent, know the scores aren't going to be that high, and grind a way that's comfortable instead of leaving a bunch of splits. Especially during the transition, and then after a couple games, then they feel like they've built something. Yeah.
A lot of those guys,
they got to be high rev.
More rev rate. They can blow the pattern up a little bit quicker.
What is that? What is that Arturo's yours?
If I had to guess based on the shape, I'd say pitch black.
It looked like it. So he's doing that.
It looked like urethane to me. The only other thing I think he throws that would look like that would be like the Nano.
It looks like a Black Beauty.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing looks old. It had a white. It's got a little white dot on it. I don't know what ball it is. Maybe it's just a pitch black. But,
I know he has. What is it? Maybe the Storm or the Nano or the. It's not the Vivo.
Is that level?
Oh, he does throw a level.
Might be
I know
level.
that. Yeah, I know that. That looked really, really slow down lane. If I had to guess, it's probably pitch black.
Yeah.
I think that's all right. $180 was that maybe 6 for Mike? 245.
It looks like it's a good score today. What is there another block after this?
There's one tomorrow. This is the second block today. So yeah, $186 for Mike. I think that'll put him at +4. No, +6.
I can see him.
He was 20 over, so he'll be there. He's in striking distance for
The
sure.
transition is lost.
Looks like I think Jimmy on lane 2 in the 220s. Let's see what Arturo does. That looked good off his hand. He got through that one really nice. Beautiful shot right there.
I'm hoping it stays outside.
Looked like the last one, he just missed it a pinch at the bottom for lower forward. And that's the thing Arturo's so good at, is keeping his hand right up the back of the ball. It really allows him to gnaw on that urethane and not see it early.
He's been doing that a long time.
Yeah, he is. It's something he's worked on. Like, he's always been really good when he can hook it.
Forget it.
But he's gotten a lot better at really just keeping his hand up the back and trapping it, which I think part of that is a function of bowling in this house, where that particular line, especially on fresh, looks good on so many patterns.
I hope that one.
He's probably the guy who knows the center the best of anyone. Man, there's been people here longer, but not as intensely. Like, not every day like he was for a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 20 lanes. We bowl on 16 of them for tournaments. Like, I feel like we have a pretty good grip on the pair-to-pair transitions. But I mean, yeah, Arturo obviously is a very savvy bowler.
He's going to pick up on lane characteristics the first time he bowls them.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. All right, Jimmy, sticking with the perp daddy. Beautiful shot. Ring
Can't use
intention.
purple hammer on the PBH.
Yeah, not anymore. I'm sure there's a lot of guys.
I think we're all over it now.
Yeah. Oh, great shot.
That was long enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie got that one going away from him a little bit. A lot of 1-2-4s, a lot of 1-2 combinations. Easy miss to have.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the. I mean, I think the black hammer is great.
Well, it's just our rule is
The
78.
Yeah.
So, and really that has a lot to do with knowing that a ball gets
I'm
soft.
only available once, so I was figured
And the 78s
I'd
are
rather know
not
that.
going to get really lower than 73. And 73 has kind of been that number. And it is the number by the USBC for what's legal.
Yeah.
So they just didn't take into consideration that they get softer. So if someone comes in at 73, they're 68 a week. And so, you know, you just go, well, these are 78. And so, okay, if they go down 5 points, they're still going to be
Yeah, and the big difference that you're gonna see with the 78 specifically with the harder balls is that release of leg.
Tripped them all.
You take that break because you get it in. One of the things that made this difficult was if you're playing straight and you get it in, the ball did not want to stay on line. So that's a good break. I know he'll be happy with that. But with the 78 specifically, with the IQ and then the black hammer is the harder surface typically will make it so that the ball doesn't retain surface as long. I feel like there are some people who like them better than the pitch black and the purple hammer.
Really
Definitely.
Because the harder surface means that the ball doesn't necessarily see the front part of the lane as aggressively.
Yeah.
And that's why that's kind of why they want to use urethane in the first place.
Yeah.
So using a urethane ball that's like so soft that you can use it the whole time.
Yeah.
And you can hook the lane with it.
And then
is not the reason you were going to do it in the first place.
Yeah, and for some of them, they're able to kind of stay in it maybe a little bit longer than they otherwise would because, you know, as the front part goes away, you can kind of parallel or make very subtle movements. And as the surface kind of comes, brutal. Oh,
this guy's having like the worst game. He did get another one like that too.
Wow, what a
Stone 8.
Charlie just took the 1-3.
I didn't see his.
Yeah, that's Stone 8 on a strike. That's absolutely brutal. Charlie just took the 169 off the the 139 off the 1369.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You don't see that every day.
Yeah.
Well, there's re-entries too, so it's pretty good.
He must have needed. Zach must have. Hey, how you doing? Zach must have.
Oh, nice.
You're negotiating pay right now.
He's hired. How'd you do game 3? Because I saw game 2 you go ball.
Right?
What you were on what? Yeah, no, that's where I started. You should like $160? What did you shoot? Oh.
48. You're -8.
You're still okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, -18, you'll still be in striking distance.
Yeah, there's nobody shooting anyway.
One game left. Forget it.
That's what, and that's the thing that makes this.
Your ass. Let's go. How long are you here for?
Just today.
Yeah.
Leaving in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It was. I didn't like that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I want to get up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 15th anniversary.
No.
How could you miss it, right?
That's yeah.
I think
That's
the
where
first time I was here.
that's where I basically jumped like 2 zones left and
It was
trapped
more
it.
like 13 years. Yeah.
that the first year you guys came? Or?
What's that?
2016.
I-
That long ago?
Oh,
He-
yeah.
He didn't open till
Great job by Jimmy there. Jimmy,
2010.
240.
Yeah, I think it was 2013. Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What was 2013?
First time we came here.
Oh,
I
okay.
first came here probably 2012. So it was already open 2 years. It was not this. Obviously. It was only over
Over
there.
there, right?
And it was, and Justin Alphon was.
TV tapings on just that side.
Oh, they were awesome. Yeah. And the first time the pros were going on TV on that side, and the crowd was going wild.
Oh, that's. Oh, he got it to stand up.
I really thought that our guys were missing spares. I thought they were pissed off at me for being like. And the fact is, they were just nervous. And then they got used to it, and they loved it. Their favorite place. Because I was nervous. I was the first year here.
Right.
They were all like, why the? They're like, we've never been to Maine ever.
It was
That
definitely a risk.
Yeah, but it was the best.
Yeah. It was
That first year, one guy fell over the railing. He was drinking. Pete Weber was up. He was perfect. Pete was like, "You got to get back over the."
I don't know how Arturo, like, he's really gnawing on it because you get the ball going right early and then have it actually stand up.
That's pro revs. That's what that's called.
Okay, well, Jimmy did the same thing.
Jimmy's throwing it
That's
away.
pro tip.
Well, yeah, but Jimmy also gets the ball in the lane really quick.
Yeah.
So his ball, he's a bit like Adam Jordan,
Yeah.
where he gets the ball in the lane quick, so it naturally wants to see it earlier.
Yeah.
That's a better shot, I think.
Well, that one played the lane better, and he rolled it nice. The other one, he wrenched on it because he like makes these foul line
I mean, it's a
adjustments.
good thing he did wrench on it because he missed right early.
227 is a huge game in this
it's-
tournament.
Yeah, especially shot a buck 40. There's.
I can probably him, Jimmy, and Bob are going to be the three in this block unless I'm missing something.
I don't want-
I
what-
can plus 70 right now.
Yeah, what did Joe shoot game 3?
He had a 236, 10, 20.
Yeah, he'll be
30.
there. Yeah, so Corey will be there. Jimmy.
They're updated right now.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Mallory is
Yeah,
killing
Mallory's
it.
fun.
Oh, there she is, right there. Typing them in as we go.
Plus 54, 47 plus 50. Plus $1 billion in the first block, helping out in the second. Mallory, killing it today. Holding it down. She's plus 1,000 in our hearts. You can't start there. So, not surprising, but 5 guys plus this block after 3.
Yeah. So plus 45. So I'm kind of interested to talk to Corey and ask him how it feels compared to the first block.
Yeah, he did well in the first block.
Yeah. Because I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that typically with re-oils, the lanes get a little bit trickier because
Lane memory's the same.
yeah, lane memory, but they get tighter.
Yeah.
But the thing here is where the fronts hook so much.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get easier after re-oils because
That I got an extra couple feet of skid.
well, not really you get extra feet of skid, but you get the ball that doesn't see the friction the first 15 feet, so it gives you a bit more shake down.
Yeah.
It gives you like a truer ball reaction. It wouldn't, but so it's hard to know how much of that is just they bowled the first block, they have some information, and so they've made the requisite adjustments versus the lanes are playing a little bit softer than they were earlier today because they were brutal this morning.
Yeah. Nino bowled this morning too.
Yeah.
Is he playing around with the same equipment that he was earlier? Or did you notice?
I wasn't really paying attention. All I know is I do the last 4 to go around him to get it jump into the number.
Yeah, I saw you made the number. Congratulations.
Yeah, I had to. It was not easy.
I mean, if you'd have said after 2 rounds, you'd have said -10 is the number, right? I would be surprised.
Yeah,
But they got harder. They definitely got harder as the day went on. Well, scoring pace got lower.
Yeah, the scoring pace got lower only because the same people weren't shooting the big scores. It's just they were tricky. So I'd say the scoring pace stayed relatively similar throughout the 4 games. It was just, other than Mallory, you saw different people shooting big numbers, and then some of the people who shot big games, like, the guy who shot 260 game 1 shot $150, $160. Yeah. So, there were scores out there. It was just,
They were spread out.
yeah, it was hard to.
They were sparse.
You
Sparsely located.
had to be consistent. That's all. And to me, every pair I bowled on played different.
Yeah.
So I was saying.
What was your cross? What did you have for cross?
I started on 15 and 16.
So 1 and 2.
Yeah, 5 and 6. Yeah.
11 and 12.
Yeah. So.
How does that cross? Can't be.
I mean, it was fine. The cross was fine. I don't think.
I mean, there are some crosses in this house that are comfortable with.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think ending on 13 and 14 is bad.
Yeah.
Because
never ran 12.
Because 14 took so much more than every pair in this house. But I mean, I think the pattern was. I think every lane was playing hard enough where there was pretty good cross equity.
Yep.
It didn't matter what pair you were on. You couldn't make bad shots and get away with it. So.
Oh yeah, well that's.
So.
I hope not. The Masters pattern is supposed to be hard, right?
Typically one of the hardest. USBC pattern, the Masters and the US Open are typically the 2 hardest.
I don't remember this Masters, but seeing Mallory go +100 and then hearing Walter Ray won it, that was surprise.
Yeah.
You like to play up the lane like Mallory.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some adjustments tomorrow.
Bowling again on Sunday?
Yeah. For match play.
No, I meant you're not gonna try to re-qualify. I forgot you already got it guaranteed.
Yeah. So.
And the word is it's 16, so 9 and then 7 at large.
Yeah, it'll probably be based on entries tomorrow too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. So I still like Levi's look. Where is he? He is.
Minus 18.
Oh, minus 18. Okay, so wow, he fell. Yeah, he fell pretty far. But
yeah, for being plus 30 though.
But the thing to remember is there's a good possibility that none of the at-larges come from the squad this month. So if he shoots a big game here, I was minus 10.
Yeah.
And I finished 3rd.
Yeah.
So if Levi throws a big game here, he'll be ahead of every at-large in the first squad.
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't, throw a huge game and jump into the top 3, if he were to throw a big game and jump to 4th, then he would be in really good shape.
Yeah. Likelihood that last one that all the by that much, probably not.
Almost
Statistically not.
very unlikely.
Like.
Yeah.
So Kevin, let's see what he does on this lane. He's a little bit. That looks better to me. Yeah, beautiful shot.
He had a pretty good look on what pair they're on.
He's really, really good at doing that. I mean, everybody's gonna have it.
Yeah.
Kevin, he's a good bowler.
Yeah, he's good.
He shot 800 at nationals. He knows what he's doing. And he's a bit tilty and a little bit speed dominant, so he's good at getting it up the lane, kind of trapping at someone.
Yeah, he's got at least one title here, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Didn't he win a match play?
I don't know.
I know he's got at least one title, but yeah, he's a good bowler. He crossed him a couple of times. He looks really nice.
I know. I think he won.
That one was inside of the last time.
I know he's won. I think it was the year we did the animal patterns. We had Cheetah. I know he led the tournament. I'm pretty sure he won. He beat me, and he almost shot 300 against me in match play. Remember? I think he had the front 8 and then stone 8'd in the 9th. I'm pretty sure he went on to win that. He was throwing a fast pitch to start the entire tournament. So he can play. He can shoot numbers when he's got a good look going up the lane.
Jimmy struggled the first block.
Who?
Jimmy. Not the spinner. But I don't know how much. He was keeping scores too, right? That's something.
Yeah, I don't know how much that affected him, but
I'm sure not much, but he'd tell you not much.
But yeah, he's definitely he sees the picture,
Yeah.
and that's the important thing. That needs to hook. Okay, that's a good 9. That's a good 9 for Jimmy. Like that was right early, and he kind of dumped it, so should be happy with that.
Yeah. Brooklyn, yeah.
Easy to do. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, 19.
Yeah, he can go 250 any round. $140. That's not quite a few of those. Guys shot 260, he's like 150 the second game.
Yeah.
I didn't see what kind of look he had.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got to do that soon too. Do it right after this one. Okay. Rundown. Scores after game 3. Jimmy, plus 64, leading. Corey Wagner, plus 50. Joe, plus 45, rounds up the top 3. So plus 45 right now, top for the 3 automatic. Kevin, who's on lane 4 right now, 4th, plus 19. What is that? What? Oh, that needs to hook. Oh, baby. So I saw Arturo get it back from there a couple times too. So there's obviously a spot on 4 where you can throw it to it. You can get the ball to stand up if you miss a little bit right. And that's a good problem to have because I suspect Kevin will take advantage of that, especially next time he gets on 4. I think he'll be able to get it off his hand pretty good because he knows he's got a little bit of right. If I had to suspect, I'd say this one's probably going to be a lot more up the lane. 3 looks a bit tighter. Yeah, a lot more up the lane. Yeah, good shot. Way to take it. Okay. 5th, Clausen, plus 6. Larry, minus 13. Levi, minus 18 and 7. Arturo, minus 19 and 8. Troy, minus 21 and 9. Trevor, full frame Trevor, minus 33 and 10. That rounds up the top 10.
everyone else was pretty much out of reach. Man, he's chopped a lot of spares today. All right, Arturo, spare 5-bagger up on lane 8. Arturo's 64 out of the automatic spot. But with the at-larges, oh, that needs to hook a lot. Yeah. Definitely not his best shot right there. The spare, he's still in the 230s, so he's in the plus. That puts him in the plus teens. So he's still in good shape with 3 frames to go. Spare here, especially given that the highest at large after the first squad would have been like minus 17, I think. All right, good spare for Arturo right there. Okay, and the 2 teams, Jimmy and 2 O's. See if Kevin gets this one going away from him again. See if he trusts it to come off that spot. That seems like Jimmy, Arturo, and him found. The ball will kind of stand up and roll off him. Yeah, good shot. I think he might even move a board or 2 in the 9th frame off of that. You saw the ball. The ball definitely wants to see a little bit earlier on lane 4. That's a good pair. Oh, Jimmy dumped that one. Ooh, I think Jimmy got away with that. Certainly don't think that was his best shot. Looked like he missed it a pinch. Still got it to stand up and go through the pins. Okay, here we go. Kevin looking for a 4-bagger to get him into the 230s. This would definitely get him in a position where he would be looking for an automatic bid. Oh, that was a. Ooh, I think it's a lot of 9. I think that's a lot of 9. That looked a little grabby at the bottom. All right, Levi up on lane 1, 99 in the 5th on a spare. He's staying clean. If he can find a double here, I think that would be really good. I think he'd be in good shape if he can get into the minus single digits. I think he'd be looking, certainly would be in the running for an at-large. Yeah, not his best shot there. Good spare by Kevin. All right, Levi needs to calm down and give this a run. He's not out of wood. I feel pretty confident saying he's not out of wood, but I really think that he's going to have to stay ahead of 2-0, keeps him ahead of all the at-larges in the first squad, which I think he's going to have to do. He's hooking at it. Yeah, I don't know if that was the play.
Right, he needs to put that one behind him and just say, he's got 5 shots buckled down and make 5 good ones. Get into the 2 teens. That'll put him at 215. Would put him at, I think, -3. Pretty competitive number. And Arturo with a stone 9. That's big. At 20 pins. That could be 20 pins he wants to have back. So he gets to get to 246. He'll be in really good shape. There you go. All right, Levi with a strike in the 8th. What's that?
Corey went 213, so he's plus 63.
Who?
Corey Wagner.
213.
Yeah, 213. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he'll be in for sure.
Yep. And Nino's making a push over here.
Yeah,
To go plus anyways.
Yeah,
The best he can do is what? 40, 46?
Yeah, 46.
That'll put him at plus 20 something.
Yeah.
We got some scores in. Corey's in with 63. Bucky's in at plus 36.
Ooh, that might not hold up.
It might not.
So he stays around Arturo for sure. Arturo can't get to 36. Jimmy's gonna be ahead of him.
He's grinding, so he's going at a 15 pace right now.
Jimmy's
He'll be fine.
He's in the plus 80s. He's not gonna fall behind.
Well, that puts him first, and Corey second.
Kevin's in the 220s, so he's already around Joe.
What's Kevin going in? Plus 19.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that third
So he
spot's
did
going to be tight.
Exactly what that was a good ball by Arturo. Yeah, he got that one off his hand good.
Nino needed that one. That puts him guaranteed in the 230s. Where was he going in?
19 under.
Oh, yeah? Minus 19. He strikes out. 46. Come on, math guy. 46 minus 19.
27.
So plus 27 is not enough. For this squad, anyway.
Well, maybe not for an automatic bid.
No, not automatic, but
we'll see.
Well, I imagine if he's not in an automatic bid, he's in the
7
ball again tomorrow.
7 10. Okay,
Yeah, 7 10.
All right, Kevin. He needs a mark to stay ahead of Joe.
Does he?
I think so.
He puts him at 28. Ooh, 25. No, 28. 228 with a spare and a strike.
What was Joe? 36?
36.
Yeah, so he needs to make this.
28 puts him at 37, right? No,
Puts him at
47.
47. But if he misses this, if he gets 9, he'd be at 35.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to make that.
Kevin's a pretty good spare shooter, but I know he doesn't know the math.
Yeah, I don't think he's in touch with that.
Oh!
Huge. Not sure we hit the 5 pin. Was it the 2 pin?
Look at the ball.
The ball, yeah.
He touched it.
It slid quite a bit. I thought it was going to stay up for a minute. We do have a lot of sliding pins here.
Okay, so Corey and Jimmy are definitely in. So I think it looks to me like it's going to be Corey, Jimmy, and Kevin are going to be the odd.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much that's a safe bet.
Unless Kevin throws this one in the ditch.
But they need 7. He's at 18 right now.
28 and 19. No, he doesn't. So I think he just needs 1.
Or 2 or 3, yeah. 9, I'll get him there.
The best way, his form looks like machinery.
Who?
The best way. His form.
No, Kevin's a really good bowler. Yeah, it's good. Kevin.
I think you went around Joe for third. He was third. I think you went around Joe. I think for third. Joe was 36. You missed that. He went 35.
Yeah, he's 46.
Yeah. I know, by like that much. I think.
And
I don't
Splinter
know.
just needs to keep it on the lane.
But you went around.
Stay where he is. He was plus 64. What are you at right now?
781.
Plus or minus?
Minus 19.
No, because you're going to beat everybody at large in this squad. Oh, look, yeah, the rest of everybody else is minus, pretty much. Nino's going to go ahead of you, though. I mean, I don't think you're in trouble. What were you, fourth? The first squad? Fifth? Yeah. Where'd Nino go? 36? He was minus 19, so.
Plus 17.
Plus 17 is not enough for this squad, but it's definitely an at-large. Considering only one person went to plus. Really close. Well, Joe, so you got Joe at 36, Clausen at 4, and then Nino. They're all ahead of you. But then only one of the person's ahead of you. So what did you get? 9 at large? 7 at large.
Right now, I'm the 5th at large.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be tight, you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of good bowlers bowling tomorrow, too. Not me, I'm just taking up space, but I'll be here. So, yeah. Looking like the first one out is going to be Buck Ripcord plus 36.
Yeah, because he had his end on 15 and 16.
Oh, that's a fun pair to end on.
And now he's going to be out.
Right.
Buck Ripcord's now going to be out because that's where he ended. He was following you.
Jimmy's pretty much locked into leading the squad. Corey's at plus 63, but Jimmy was at plus 64 going in. He just needs a mark.
Yeah.
Not even. 8 pins and he stays in the lead.
Maybe Kevin.
Kevin's already in for 2. That's it. Nobody else can catch him. Third, actually. He's third.
But you're old.
Yeah, that's an at-large number probably.
Yeah.
Only one. That's second. That's good for second place in the first squad.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy.
That's irrelevant. Like,
Well, it's relevant to the number of people that he's ahead of. So nobody in the first squad is ahead of him for an at-large. Right. Right. That, well, I was just saying it for the amount of people that were plus in the first squad. No, besides Malcolm.
Yeah, the only thing the squad equity matters is the automatic bid.
Right.
Yeah.
Currently at 201. If you cover the spare, it's 202. So give him 212. Puts him at plus 70 something. That'll be your squad leader. I don't even know if this mic's still on.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, hey-o.
It's red like that, lit up its own.
So squad leader will be Jimmy
It's hot.
Clark at plus 70 something. Second spot goes to Mr. Wagner over there. Congratulations for earning a guaranteed spot.
Yep. And then the third will be
And
Kevin.
Kevin will be the third spot.
Yep.
Jimmy's already in with +1, but his adds more to it. Good place for that, brother.
This is the fun part.
So he had 210, so he's plus 60, plus 74. Plus 74 to lead the squad.
Where's Zach's score?
So it's not so down
It's perfect then too much, yeah.
All right, there you have it. The scores are in for this squad. Let's go through it. Squad leader at plus 74, Master Splinter, Corey Lagner at plus 63, Kevin Tebow plus 46, Buck Ripcord at plus 36, El Nino at plus 17, and Mike Clausen at plus 4. In seventh was myself at minus 29, tied for eighth, Larry King and Phil Frames at minus 54, and Keebler at minus 71. I guess I should have fucking just forced yours like shit coming fucking surface, because that's what the fuck they did, which is fucking bullshit. I have no respect for that. I'm sorry. If you force Purple Hammer on everything, I have no respect. I'm sorry. I just don't. But it is what it is. So thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow here on the Striking Oil Bowling Show. Qualifying round 3 will be tomorrow. This was qualifying round 2. Let's get that up there. Somewhere, right here. Qualifying round 2 results. So 3 people in for sure are Splinter, Wagner, and Kevin Tebow. 15 and 16 was fucking terrible. Yeah, check out that game 3 on 15 and 16, 148, because lane 16 was trash. Hooked at your feet and then did nothing down lane. 15 was straighter and was fine. I had 1 non-strike on 15 in this frame 1 because I wasn't standing far enough right. So, but there you have it. There's the group for squad 2. Again, tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m., we will have the next squad of qualifying for the Maine Beer Company 2025 Maine Beer Company 4K. Maine Beer Company, get that out of the way here. Do what's right. Thank you to them. And thank you to the rest of the sponsors here at the Striking Oil Bowling Show. Our major sponsor, Striking Oil Bowling Pro Shop within Broadway Bowl in South Portland. You also have Hungus, his crew here at Bayside Bowl and Broadway Bowl. Thank you to Bayside Bowl and the crew here for hosting this 15th anniversary party. Come and see us here this weekend. Yeah, there's lots of live music tonight and all of that. Maine Beer Company 4K, thank you to them for sponsoring today's and tomorrow's tournament. Yeah, well, yeah, not exactly, but also thank you to Brunswick Bowling for letting the boys buy the raffle ball at staff price, and Bowler Billis Pro Shop for offering free drilling of that ball here at. They have locations here at Bayside and also at Just in Time Recreation in Lewiston. Check them out there in Lewiston. Thank you so much to everyone. Like, once again, High Road 40 in stock, Striking Away Bowling Pro Shop at Broadway Bowl. Get hold of us if you want to get that ball in your hand. We have it in stock now. All sorts of other great stuff as well. Thank you so much for watching today. I am King Ding Dong. We are here at Bayside Bowl. Day one in the books of the 2025 Maine Beer Company 4K. Join us tomorrow on the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Keep those kids. Get them in the center. Get those kids in the center. Thank you.